What's going on, everybody? What's happening? September the 12th. S&P is $4.75, up $4.75. Pretty flat this morning. All right, let's get ready. Let's make some money today. Let's let everybody inside the room get this bad boy all set up, ready to rock and roll. Market opens up in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We are starting off day trading the S&P 500. All right, that's what we do for the first hour and 15 minutes. We focus on day trading the S&P 500. A lot of people say, "Whoa, you're a trader. What do you do all day?" Well, I'm showing you what we do. All right, I start off day trading for an hour. All right, we had unemployment, PPI, 730. It's already happened. Unemployment forecast at 227. Greater than expected. See how that has to treat the market. We do, and that's it. I see natural gas storage at 930, but this was the big one. PPI, right? Unemployment and PPI. What kind of effect has it had? Nothing. And shit. All right. Let's move this over. Again, we're waiting for everybody to pop inside the room. Just taking a look at the actual futures. Let's pull up the futures. Well, got a lot more green than red. That's good. Silver's up. Let's bring this over here. Silver's up 2%. Oil's up. Gold, Russell 2000. Now the VIX is up, so that's got me a little iffy. Dow Jones is flat, 38, S&P. So everything is really flat this morning except silver. Silver and oil popping pretty good. What's going on, Jeff?
Hey, Jeff. Good morning, buddy. How you doing?
You know, I'm doing better today, my friend. The house is starting to, the smoke is starting to come out. You know, I've been really working hard on getting this damn smoke out of the house. We're getting closer. Getting closer.
Have you guys used one of those specialty companies that does fire and smoke damage mitigation?
I called them, and it seems great, but they do a lot. Now, it was concentrated in one room. They're like, well, we do this, we clean the dishes, we do this. So it was concentrated in one room, but the lady was really nice. She said, look, this is what we do, and you can do this part on your own. So try this on your own. And then if it doesn't work, you can always use us. So they gave me a couple tips. So I'm trying it on my own right now because I don't want to pay a lot of money if I can do it on my own.
Yeah, there you go, man.
And it was one room, you know, it was our laundry room where the fire was at. So we did a pretty good job of concentrating it into just that laundry room. So
yeah, thankfully it was contained in one room, and probably the construction of your house probably helped it stay contained. You know, 5/8 sheetrock, and probably doors were closed, hopefully, and things like that.
So we caught it. You know, we caught it before the fire got too big, so that also helped. I mean, had it really, it could have been a lot worse. But we're working on it, getting back to normal. As soon as we get a new dryer and we get, you know, all that stuff, we should be good. But let me tell you, man, 3 federal indictments that were on me dismissed, a tornado, and a fire in the house all in 1 week.
Well, you know what, man? They say everything always comes in threes. So
there it is.
I'm pretty sure you're done.
That's the third. That's the third. What's going on, Marco? What's happening, Brandon?
Good morning.
Hey guys. Yeah, listen, you know, if it happens in 3, I should be off the hook. Hey guys, I'm pretty fascinated about yesterday. Market opens up in 8 seconds. We'll do a lot more talking about it, but I am fascinated about yesterday. There we go on the market. You know, that was a granted, the market moved, but man, I cannot believe how much that option went up in such a short period of time. But that just goes to show you, you just never know, because one of those good runs can make a whole week. We just don't know when that run's going to happen. So let's do it. All right, so we did have unemployment claims at 7:30. It doesn't look like we have any other news and item. Red. So we should be able to have a nice solid morning. I will say yesterday was insane. At one time, I think the S&P was down like 70 points, maybe 80, I don't know. And it, son of a bitch, reversed. Went all the way back up and finished up like 40 or 50. So we're talking about an absolutely crazy day yesterday. That's why you don't panic and you stick to your plan. That's it, you know. You do what you got to do. Again, we got a long day or a long morning. Let's see what we got. We got a minute and a half left in this candle. Market's super flat. Ticks are up 900, which is kind of interesting to me. The market is flat, but yet these ticks are super strong. So I'm hoping my active trader works this morning. I had a lot of problems with it yesterday, so I'm really hoping that those problems are gone. So I am getting over, well, I'm not getting over, I am sick. So we'll see what happens. I am going to be looking on the long side. I want to go long. And I'm going to be looking at probably the 558s. I'm just hoping that my active trader works this morning. It was having issues yesterday, and it really sucked. It really sucked. Luckily, we squeezed out a lot of points, but it still sucked. So I'm hoping when I hit that button, it doesn't say rejected. That's what it said yesterday. And then I had to do it manually, which that cost me, right? So it should work. It better. If not, I got to call TD Ameritrade today and ask him what the fuck is going on, man. So we got another 30 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and mark this level right here. 64.25. That's my key level to the upside. And I'm going to mark this level to the downside at 57.50. There we go. So let's get ready for our opening setup. 57.50. Ticks are pumping. VIX shot up. All right, so here we go. I'm looking for a breakthrough at 64.25. Quick little pop. So this is kind of our quick little scalping type of trade. This is our opening setup. Our opening setup. We'll see if we can do it. Man, I sure hope my active trader works. I don't understand the issues it was giving me yesterday. We're going to be patient today like yesterday. Yesterday was massive. I mean, it's crazy. Really opened my eyes yesterday on that basic entry, how if it works, it's crazy. My daughter's home today sick. Every single person in my house is sick. My wife, all my kids, and me. Isn't that crazy? One of them was so sick she had to stay at home, so she might be coming in and out. I might be getting up, back and forth, but it is what it is. I tried to get her to go back to sleep. She wouldn't go to sleep. Just waiting for that pop through 64.25. What's going on, John?
Good morning, Jeff.
What's happening, my brother? What's happening? Another day. Looks like we might be getting it right here. All right, let's get ready. Looking for that pop up through that 64.25 with some power. Okay, you can see there's some sellers right there this morning. All right. Selling off. So right there, the sellers defended that area. Now we're approaching this key level down here. Market's flat. No big hurry. I don't want to take that break. That's a low probability break. I don't want to take it. Okay. I'm just watching the action. Right now, we're trapped inside 64.25, so we're trapped inside about a 7-point range. Okay, so we had a little baby fake out to the upside, a baby fake out to the downside, but I'm going to be honest, they weren't far enough to where they keep me from going either way. So I'm still willing to take this break. Setup number 1 to the upside. Zooming into the VIX. Ticks are 600. So they'll see what we got. I want to go long if we can break through that 64.25. Here we go. And again, quick little pop. Recognize what's happening. Get in and get out. Hey, Dr. Al. Good to see you, brother. So you can see right there, they literally went to the exact high. So there is sellers up here. A little baby fake out, baby fake out. They're defending that area. We're all about momentum, just like yesterday. At one time yesterday, that option was up over 200%. Like, it was crazy. That really got me to believe pretty hardcore in that basic system, because we landed over, I can't remember, but it was over 60 points, I think. I don't know. Some crazy shit like that. Okay, so I'm watching this action right here. I'm going to be looking to go long. I'll tell you what's happening. Don't worry. This is for my reference. There's sellers right in this zone. Okay, so this entry signal was invalidated, so I'm going to back off, okay? I'm going to back off. This could end up being a trap or a fake out, or we call it a volatility grind, which basically means you're going to lose. So stay out of this trade right now. I'll tell you when it's safe. Hey. What's going on? Hey. Remember, you guys got our private WebEx. If you have any questions, type it in our private WebEx chat, right? For y'all are in the school. We also have our WhatsApp group where Charles is posting what he's doing. So you got both. So if you have a question about my methodology, type it in our WebEx. If you have a question about Charles's methodology, type it into the WhatsApp group. Right? That's what you get. All of you are here. Utilize it. All right. Now this another fake out. So we got a shark in the water. We actually have 2. So we want to back off. We don't want to jump out on that side of the boat. That's danger. 2 fake outs. Actually, we've had 3 fake outs so far in the first 10 minutes. So now we're making a run down here. So watch out. 3 fake outs so far. And it's only been 10 minutes. It's crazy. I'm going to type in our group. Three fake outs, right? 1, 2, 3 in 10 minutes. So that tells us that we got to be careful. Now we're making another run back up here. We know there's sellers up here. So now we want to wait and see if this area holds. So we were looking for that like setup number 2, setup number 3, right? That retest or that flag. We don't want to take the direct break. We got the VWAP coming down. We went right into the VWAP. Forgive my coughing, but I'm fucking sick, dude. Big time. We do not want to take this break. We want it to break above, hold, and then test it. So we had our opening setup, didn't happen. That's fine. Now we're going to move on to our next bag of tricks, right? Trade well. We're looking to make consistent income. I trade, so there's a lot of things you can do, but in the morning, this is what I start off doing, right? I wake up early. I trade crypto in the mornings early. 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. That's when I'm trading crypto. And then we jump into futures day trading. S&P 500 doesn't have to be the futures. We watch the futures, but you can buy the futures contract. You can do the options on the SPY, whatever. But we trade the S&P 500 day trade. And then after that, we do our option swing trade. And then the rest of the day is just focused on managing positions and looking for additional setups. And that's it. Then I go to the gym. I come back. I take a look at the market close. And then that's it. That's all we do every day. So we had another fake out, guys. Wow. Another fake out. So it's very simple if you understand what's happening. Okay. You can see that there's sellers up here. Okay. So you don't want to go long right in front of those sellers, right? Or shark in the water, right? That's the best analogy. We've had, 3 sharks on the right side of the boat. You're not going to jump in the water. What the fuck? Are you crazy? We have a shark on the left side of the boat. What are you going to do? You ain't jumping in the water until there's evidence that they're gone. We use a lot of analogies, right? So you got to understand what we're talking about. When I say shark in the water, that's a very specific piece of information. I am going to mark this level down here on the VIX. We're going to start marking up our VIX. $17.86. It's going to be my first key level in the VIX. We're going to wait now. Mark this level up here. 66.50. Make it width 2. So this is a width 1, width 1, width 2. Okay, remember, this key level coincides with that key level. Takes her 160. We're gonna wait for our next setup, right? The 15-minute range. So we got 1 more minute. Let's just sit back, relax, and wait. Now that we explore the basic, let me tell you, yesterday was insane. I couldn't believe how much that option increased in value. So that just goes to show you, if you can follow the plan and discipline yourself to not look at the P&L and allow it to move, yesterday you could have made an entire week in that one day. Now, we did incredible, but we could have did even better. We jumped out early, and that ended up being crazy. We looked at the P&L. I mean, I'm not going to lie. We looked at the fucking P&L. Charles posted in the group. Okay. I'm going to mark this low. Right there. 25. All right. So what I'm going to leave it. So we have, let's mark the VIX. There we go. So we got our 2 levels on the VIX, and we have our levels on the S&P. Know your levels. It's very important if you want to be a successful day trader of the S&P 500, because that's all I day trade. The S&P 500. I've been day trading it for almost 5 years. Just the S&P. 5 years. Every single day looking at the same thing. That's why we do good at it. That's it. You understand how this bad boy works. You understand the algos. You can understand, you know, what the retail traders are doing. It's It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Now, the hardest part is just the mental game, right? When you're in the trade, it's very easy to let the P&L dictate what you do. That's hard. Okay, so we're breaking down through the bottom. So let's see here. I'm going to be looking to go short. So I'm going to set up now on the short side the 551s. The 551s. Hopefully my active trader works. Yesterday it didn't work, and it pissed me off. We still got good, but... So I am looking on the put side. But again, look at the information. Right now, the VIX is undecided, so we're going to back off. Let the VIX tell us what it wants to do. Yes, the market is breaking down. You can go short, but I'm not going to take this setup. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to wait just like yesterday. High probability shot. Now, it is picking up right now. But no, back off. Back off. You have plenty of time to catch this. It's gone down a lot from that move. That's 7 points. That's a big ass move. All right. The issue is you can look to take the basic entry, but honestly, it's gone too far. I'd rather just wait on that one. I like these breaks, but that's gone way too far. Way too far. But right now, at least for the next 15 minutes, you're going to be focusing to the downside. I'm not going to take this as a basic entry. Although it would have been valid, it's gone way too far. I will not chase it when it has went that far below the key level. Remember, we got the basic entry and we got our advanced entry techniques. Yesterday, we were patient. Took a couple trades and, man, they were just money. I'm in absolutely no hurry to chase this trade to the downside. I would have taken this short, but it went too far. And again, we have a very specific rule on how far it needs to, or it can't go past the key level. I'm going to write it down in the chat. I don't want to see it go beyond that. If it goes beyond that, that's too far. You just got to wait for your next setup. And right now, it's setup number 2. Which doesn't look like setup number 2 is going to happen. So we'll probably be resorting in number 3. But the market's starting to drop. This is what happened yesterday. The market was down so much, but it fought back with a vengeance. But we have picked a direction. I mean, look at that. We're definitely bearish, okay? We only want to be on the downside. That's it. That keeps you in line. If you know which direction you're going to be, you don't have to flip-flop back and forth. The sellers are in control right now. It's verified and confirmed with the ticks and the VIX. Market's down 18. No chasing. We got plenty of time. This move it was too big for us. Okay, I don't like that. You know. But you knew that there were sellers. Take a look at the information, right? We had 3 fake outs to the upside. So that told you that the sellers were strong. And bam. This is the Globex clearing, though. All they're doing is clearing their pre-market positions. Once 9 o'clock comes, that's whenever we'll look to see if the institution will be here. Charles went short. Charles went short at 45. His stop's at 45. He's about to get clipped, though. I went up to 45.25. But again, I'm not. Charles is short. Again, that's the side to be on. Well, that went up to 57, so he's out. I didn't never get in. Again, Charles, if you guys watch the WhatsApp group, Charles is posting what he's doing. If you have any questions on what I'm doing, type it in our WebEx. This bad boy went up. This is why I didn't mess around with that. Okay. That's interesting. You know, right now, there's been nothing, okay? Ticks, again, picking up. Buyers are coming in. And you can see it, right? VIX is down. So this is all confirming. This little momentum pop. It's valid. Hey, Lisa, what's happening? What's happening? So we're moving up. Remember too, the basic entry, which again, I have a lot of people that do that. Yesterday, I mean, you could have got easily 100%. We have two ways to trade here. We have the advanced way and the basic way. We just started talking about the basic way. I've been teaching the basic way for a while, but I hadn't shared it with y'all. But we have been talking about it for the last several weeks. I encourage you, if you cannot figure out the advanced, stick to the basic. Super easy. That's why I came up with it. All right, we are 24 minutes. 24 minutes into it. We're still watching. Not much. And don't worry, I'm going to keep you posted on every single thing that we're doing. So if I'm not talking, there's just nothing going on. I'm still on the sidelines. I'm going to type that in our group. Still Still waiting, okay? Nothing yet. The only setup that would be worth it would be a little flag trade to the downside, setup number 3. The problem is we're starting to get really close to our 30 minutes, which when that happens, we basically just kind of reset. That's whenever, you know, again, you can do the basic, but the basic works better if you can wait 30 minutes, right? If you're going to, I mean, again, you have to wait 15 minutes before you start doing the basic. You're not allowed to trade in the first 15 minutes, but it works better if you wait 30 minutes. It works better. So if you're going to focus on the basic, honestly, you can wait to start trading. You know, you can come to your computer, you know, 10 minutes before, you know, 9 o'clock Central Time, because you don't even really need to start even thinking about it, honestly, until 9. You know, and then you're gonna, you know, you'll have your shot. Probably, more than likely, you get a shot every day. Like yesterday, you could have made your whole week, like literally in one shot. Now, in my case, it's a little bit difficult because I'm calling out both the advanced and the basic, which if I wasn't in class, I would just do the advanced. Well, let me back off. Maybe I didn't, because yesterday kind of made me a big-time believer as far as letting the trade run. Yesterday was massive. Okay, here is what I want to do. I am going to move this level up here. Now, this level's not set yet. We still got 2.5 minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and just start to build it. What's up, baby? I can't do nothing right now. Oh, you're going, what are you doing?
The other bathroom doesn't work, so I'm going to use this one.
Okay. The other bathroom should work. You messed it up. You weren't listening today. I'll show you later how to do it, because the other bathroom does work. She messed up the bathroom. All right, so we're set here. Let me go. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. We're going to wait until 9 o'clock. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Yes, the other bathroom works absolutely fine. The other bathroom works fine. All right. Sorry. My kid's home sick. So we're all sick, actually. All right. Y'all hear the noise in there, the fan? Let me know in the chat if y'all hear the fan. Remember I told you my laundry, y'all know my dryer caught on fire, and we had a fire in the house. So we have fans going in that room to try to get out the smoke smell. Do you hear the fan? Let me know in chat if y'all hear it. You cool? Okay, baby. Can you shut my door, sweetie?
Yeah.
Thank you. If you need me, just come in.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Yeah. So let's go ahead and type in the chat the VIX key levels. All right. I'm going to type it in the chat. The most important levels in the morning are what I'm typing in. If y'all do not understand the VIX, make sure you watch the video that I have and come into the room, because the VIX is the key levels that I just posted are more important than anything else. I'm telling you right now, the VIX leads the market. The way we trade it, it tells you the story. Y'all know. We only look at a couple information. And there's video lessons on everything that we look at except the basic entry. I have no videos on that because I just started teaching y'all a couple weeks ago. We're high probability traders. When we take shots, if it doesn't work, we try to get out as quick as possible. Like Charles always says, know when you're wrong quick. And then when you're right, like yesterday, you can hit a home run. All right. So we got multiple key levels going on, okay? We got this 57.50, 64.25 every day paints a different picture. This is why I like this is why I love day trading the S&P 500. Every single day is different. We have no idea what the market's going to do that day. Our job is to figure it out. Right? What is the painting? What is the picture that it's painting? Figure it out. And once you get it, that's when we capitalize. That's all we're trying to do, which every day is different. This is why I love it. I absolutely think this is every single person that wants to learn how to do this can do this. Everybody that wants to. A lot of people don't want to day trade. They don't have time to day trade. But if you do have time, you're looking at that first hour of the morning, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 Central Time, maybe 11 o'clock tops. So if you don't go to work until the afternoon, well, shit. It's perfect. You can do this every morning before you go to work. Now, if you work at this time, then obviously you can't do it. You're more of an option swing trader because those you can do with a full-time job. Okay, it just depends if this is what you want to do. Right? If you want to be a trader, whether it's swing trading or day trading, you know your times, and then you block it off and you pick the appropriate market. Right? I trade crypto early in the morning, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I doubt you go to work at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. You might. So there's different things that you can do. Now here, this is all I do. So I'm waking up early, I'm trading, and then by 3 o'clock, after the market, I post my sheet, I'm done for the day. So I go until right at 3 o'clock Central Standard Time, and then I'm done. That's it. After that, I don't do nothing. Sometimes I'll do a Facebook live, not a Facebook live, I'll do a live or something, but that's it. You know what? Let me get this, man. I'm going to hang up on these people. Hello? Oh, it's Mission Independent School District.
Hello, this is a message.
Probably telling me my kids out.
Bryan Elementary, calling to inform you that your student, Arabella, was marked absent today.
Yeah. They marked my daughter absent because she's sick. You know what? Fuck that. Sometimes they get sick, man. That's what they do, right? Who cares, right? It is what it is. You want to go to school and get everybody sick? Right now, we're in a no-buy situation. The market has not picked a direction. Let the market pick a direction and then take advantage of that. That's all you got to do. Is wait until the market picks a direction. Right now, we're in a no-buy situation. If you have any questions, type them in. Right? Marco, John, Jeff, Dr. Al, Brandon. Type in. Mark's down 14. Dow Jones is down 178. Russell 2000 is down a little. Pretty flat right now. You know what's crazy? I might try something. I'm going to try something today. Yeah. I'm going to try something today. I have not done it, but I think I'm going to do it. I'll tell you when it happens. As soon as the market picks a direction, I'm going to buy either a call or a put way out of the money. I'm going to position size to lose it all. And I'm just going to let it go. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm going to spend less than $50. You'll see. I'll talk about it when it happens. This is something I have not done before, but I'm going to do it. So get ready. Well, again, once the market picks a direction, and I'm going to type in our private chat right now, okay, what I'm talking about. When that happens, I'm going to buy a call or a put $50 or less. And I'm going to let it go as long as that piece of information stands. And I'm going to do that. And I'm not even going to look at the P&L because I'm going to position size to lose it all. And once I do that, then I'm going to stick to our normal ones, right? But I'm going to try that because you guys know what I'm talking about. When that happens, that is usually a very powerful. And then we can always add to the trade with our other entry techniques. But that one, I'm going to do every day. And I'm going to type in chat right now. Let me type in chat. That has to happen by that time. Okay? If it doesn't happen by that time, that trade's off the table. This is something that I'm willing to put on every single day and test it out. You do not have to test it out. Okay. You can test it out in paper money. I'm going to do it in real money, but I'm only going to do $50 or less. Does that make sense? Type in the chat if that makes sense what I'm talking about. You don't come off the mic, just type it in the chat. You know what I'm going to do. I need to make sure you guys got it. Cool. And then we can add to the trade. Thanks, Shaw. And then we can add to the trade if necessary on our normal entries. All right. I think this is going to be really good, to be honest with you, because we know how to read this market. This is going to be a very, I'm not going to say it's it's not an advanced entry. Really? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in chat right now. Right there. No matter, okay, I'm going to put something else too. I'm typing in our group. Okay. That doesn't make sense. Well, it's very simple. $50 or less. Whatever option is $50 or less. So I have no idea how far out of the money either. But we can look like right now, let's say that were to happen, which is not. Let's just say we were going to buy a call option. I would buy right now the 58s, less than $50, which happens to be a 16 delta. So I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm not paying more than $50 because I'm going to risk it all. I'll tell you when I will get out. Okay, I'll tell you when I will get out, but this is something brand new. But this, this might, who knows? This might be an absolute, man, I'm kind of getting goosebumps thinking about it. But I need to put something else. Okay, let me type something else. I'm typing in our private WebEx. And let me know. Does that make sense what I just popped? What I just typed? So I just typed something else. Very important what I'm typing. We're kind of building this together, to be honest with you. So this is going to be good. All right, so let's watch. Right now, we're doing nothing. These are all just scalping trades, which no part of it. I don't want a part of that. But for us to do that, this kind of the new one, it's got to be what I talked about. So right now, it doesn't look like that's probably going to happen. We're probably going to have to stick to our normal setups. The other one, wait. All right. As soon as I open my mouth. Okay, so I'm going to buy a call option right now. And I'm going to buy it at 50 cents. Hang on. So I'm going to have to buy the 59s. Okay. Okay. So I bought the 59s. Now, here's my plan. Number one, I'm going to stay in that trade. Okay, but I'm going to write something down. All right, look what I typed. Look what I typed. Now, I will be looking to add to this trade. I am long. Gotcha. Okay? That trade's kind of like done. I'm not even going to think about that trade unless what I typed happens. So now I'm going to be looking to add to this trade, and it'll probably be a different option that we look to add at. This is more of a lottery ticket type of approach based specifically on that information. All right. So what I'm going to be looking for now is to add to this trade. So let's wait. We're looking for our, I'm looking for the advanced entry technique. I'll be looking at the 558s. The 558s. Okay. On my normal process. 558s. So let's see what happens. As far as the lottery ticket one, I'm staying in that trade until what I told you occurs. If it doesn't, I don't care. I'm not even looking at it. And I won't get out until either it's time to quit day trading, then I just close it, or what happens, happens. All right, we got to keep waiting. This is not enough. I want to see it a little bit stronger above it, so let's keep waiting. Okay, so if you want to get in on the basic, I would wait. Wow. You bought 11 cents. It ran to $6. You're telling me an 11-cent option ran to $6? Come on. Are you serious? John, are you dead? Are you serious? Oh my God. This might I might have to rethink some things, my friend. You just kind of blew my mind with that. 11 cents ran to $6? You know what? I got an idea. Because of you, I got an idea. Now, yesterday was a massive move. Normally that doesn't happen. Okay. But the one that I just did, I'm only getting out when I quit or what I said happens. So that bad boy's just going to run. I would leave it, but the problem is when I get into options, I don't even want to look at it. I might set a stop loss and lock in. If it has profit, maybe just set a stop loss and let it go, right? Who knows? I am looking right now for this candle to close, and then we can add to this trade with the basic entry if you want. If you want. If you want to add to it, add it to 5/58. Okay? So if that kind of, again, just kind of watching, right? But I am looking at the 5/58. All right, I'm liking that. Let's go ahead and take a shot at the basic. Okay, so I just added to this trade with the 5/58. That's the basic. Okay, so I'm in this for 2. So I got to hopefully remember what the hell I'm in this for. So now I'm going to type in the chat when I'm going to get out. Just like yesterday, we're not going to focus on the P&L. That's going to be my exit. Okay, I just typed in my exit. All right, so now I got to remember the 5/58. I'm in 2 different options. One of them is the 5/59s. That's my kind of lottery ticket. And the 5/58s. But I'm looking to add to this trade. We're not going to focus on the P&L. So I have 2 different things going on. The lottery ticket, we have 1 exit. And the basic entry, right now we have 2 different exits. I will add to this trade again if we get a advanced entry. Okay? Everybody good so far? We're not looking at the P&L. We're just focusing on the action. I don't care about the P&L at all. Yesterday, if I cared about the P&L, it cost big time. Yeah, I'm really thinking I like this. And then John's got me really fired up about potentially doing something in the afternoon because of what he said about 11 cents going to $6. That actually freaks me out. I believe him 100%, but it's just like, wow. But we got to figure out, I think I have an idea of how I'm going to go about doing it. Right now, I'm only looking to add to this trade. Everything's good. And again, we might lose on one and then make money on the other, right? Because the other, who knows? I don't know. This is the first time I'm going to be doing all this. But I do like this approach as well. You know, because if we're right, we're going to kill it. And if we're wrong, it shouldn't be that bad. Everything looks solid. You know, right now, this is just price fluctuation. Just don't look at your P&L. That's the key, right? Market's up 10. I'm looking to add to this trade. If I get a number two, right now, number 2, okay? Everybody good? And what we're doing, we've got in this trade for 2. Now I'm looking for a setup number 3 or 4. All I'm looking for is 3 or 4. Okay. I'm absolutely think I'm going to love it. And again, for the afternoon, you got my mind blown. Dude. You got my mind blown. I can't believe it. 11 cents to $6. That is like, that's freaking me out. Again, the market doesn't normally move that much. Okay, that was crazy. That was crazy. But just doing nothing, right? We're in this trade. I'm just waiting to add to this trade again. I'm just waiting to add to this trade again. Number 3 or number 4. That's it. See, look at Charles. He's got plus 20 on his stops. Plus 20. He's giving it room to work. Right? He's giving it room to work. We're in this right now for 2 different positions. I'm going to call it our... Right now, I'm just going to call it the lottery, but it's not really a lottery. And I don't want to give it away, but it's... I'm going to call it... I'll just call it our... Yeah, I'll call it our lottery. Fuck it. Why not? Lottery and basic. Okay, and again, now we're looking to add on the advanced. Okay. Or get out. Right? We might have to scale out of different trades at different times because we got multiple. But again, we know what our exit is. We know what our exit is. We're trying to make a consistent income. Now, setup number 3, it would have to activate this key level to go long. Okay, so we activated this level. So I'm going to be looking to go long and add to this trade. I'll be looking to add to this trade. Charles got 60 points. Wow. So what I want to do is I'm going to draw a line right here. Okay, I'm going to be looking to add to this trade. Okay, right there. Okay, I'm looking for our setup number 3. So I'm going to add to this trade, and I'm looking to add to it on the 58s. So I'm willing to do the 58s again to add to this trade. Okay. So I'm looking for it to close above that line and give us our entry. Everything looks good. The hardest part is going to be keeping up with all these fucking trades, man. We have advanced, lottery ticket, basic. That's going to be the hard part. But the more we do it, the better it'll be. But I like this approach, guys. This allows us to continue to scale into trades and work these bad boys. Okay, so I'm going to be looking to add to this trade. I need to see it close above this line, though, right? We're looking for our 1 minute entry. And then we'll look to add to the trade. Just watching. And again, the hardest part is going to be keeping up with all this crap. I'm just going to draw a line up here for my own reference, okay? Not yet. That's for my own. Actually, it's off the table. I'm not going to add to the trade. So my advanced did not work. So I'm not going to add to this trade yet. There's a very specific reason. Let me know in chat if you don't know the reason. Now we're back to looking for setup number 4. Okay? I'm going to type it in chat right now. Why we didn't. Okay? That usually means it's not ready to go yet. So we just wait to add with our setup number 4. Okay? Number 3 is off the table. Charles. All right. We just write it. We just do our thing, right? We're looking for some momentum. I mean, it is what it is. John, I bought the 448 call option at 540. SPY hit a high of 555. Oh, yesterday. You bought a 448 call option at $5.40? Oh, yes. So it was an amazing day. Yesterday was an amazing day. And I just traded in the morning. Wow. 5. So there's not any juice right now. Nearly bottom tip. Wow. You bought the 448 call option in the spot. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to do what you said. I got an idea too for the afternoon. I'm telling you right now, I kind of have an idea of how I'm going to do it, because 11 cents to $6, that's the amount of money that you can make. It's kind of unbelievable. Now, I understand the market doesn't move like that all the time, but if you're able to come up with a way to take advantage of that, I'm not trying to call the bottom. I'm not trying to call the bottom. So now it's 9:30, right? We're still bias up, period. If we're going to add to this trade, it's only to the upside. I'm already in it for 2 trades. Okay, and if it fizzles out, we get out. You already know what we're looking for. I'm not even looking at the P&L. I don't care about the P&L. It doesn't mean anything to me. What matters to me is if we can get some juice going. Right? We have our lottery ticket and our basic entry. It's not doing nothing. But if we're consistently doing this every day, on the days that it just takes off, we're going to be a home run. And as soon as I figure out this afternoon one, which I got an idea of how I'm going to do it. I got an idea. But I'm not going to say none because I'm not 100% sure yet. The only thing I know is right now the buyers are in control. Even though this is not moving, buyers are in control. Charles just said 9:30 bias up is signaled. Perfect. Okay, we're bias up for sure, right? It's not moving yet, but we need momentum. There's no momentum. We're not going to, it ain't going to be like yesterday. But the momentum could pick up at any time. Right now, I'm willing to add to this trade only with the number 4 entry, which there ain't nothing happening yet, so there's nothing to do. What would be nice is if we get a nice little move to the upside. And again, right now buyers are in control, so this could pop at any moment. But I love what we're doing, guys. I love it. I mean, look at you. You had an amazing day. Yesterday was amazing. I mean, amazing. I wasn't trying to bottom tick it. The up arrow at the bottom. Well, it's not bad. And again, I got something on that. I got something on that. I'm going to try something, but I'm not. I'll talk about it more, maybe off the recording. But that shot up over 100+ points, like over 130 points from the bottom, which again, that does not happen very often, but damn. When it does, holy crap. Right now, guys, there's nothing, but I'm staying in these trades as long as I don't have an exit signal. And I'll still add to this trade if necessary. I'd like to see a number 4 entry, man. Set it up so we can get, boom, we can add to this trade. Everything's good, though. Stay with it. We like to see these ticks shoot up into this 1,000 range, man. Right now, it's just doing nothing. But that's okay. We're probably not making anything because it's not really moving. But maybe we'll get a pop here in a minute and get some action. But you got me very curious about this. There we go. So I'll be looking to add to this trade with a number 4 entry. There we go. Ticks are picking up. Perfect. Not looking at the P&L. Not looking at the P&L. Charles says, watch the 7. Oh, what happened there? That was a reversal. All right. That sucked. Damn it, my dog's barking. What the fuck? Why is my dog barking? So I might be looking to exit, again, the basic. Not yet. Not yet. Again, I'm not looking at the P&L. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and exit the basic. Okay, so we dropped down. This came out of nowhere. The other one, I'm staying in the trade. Wow. That came out of nowhere. That's crazy. This candle literally came out of nowhere. I'm staying in the other one. Okay. The lottery ticket one. And again, I'm very, very confident. If we do this every day, we're going to have an amazing fucking time. Because let me tell you, all it takes is one day like yesterday and you can make a month. But I really, really, really like what we're doing. So I'm in the lottery ticket, but I'm going to write down right now. Okay. That's where I'm looking. That's what I'm going to get out of the lottery ticket. But I will probably pop on a lottery ticket in the afternoon. John's got me really fired up. You got me fired up there, John, of the possibilities. Exactly. We're back in the range, so I'm not going to add to this trade, obviously. So what I am now, because of the time, and we're back inside the range, what that tells me is we're starting to, we built that casino floor, right? Right here. So if you're going to be looking to take a trade, you can't take a trade in that box, okay? So you got to let it get above it. I'm staying in the other trade. I'm going to stay in that other trade. Even when we do options, I think I'm going to be able to stay in that other trade. I'm just going to have that pulled up on the screen over there. And I'm going to stay in it. So I'm not going to add to the trade anymore. I'm going to stick with my lottery ticket. And I might put on another lottery ticket in the afternoon. Okay. So I'm going to be doing this every day. This is awesome. I absolutely love this approach. I really do. And on days that it actually has momentum, we're going to hit home runs. Home runs. So I'm going to stay on the lottery ticket. So let me do this. So I've got to be paying attention to where I'm at. So that way I can... Hang on a second. And here's what I will do. I'll stay in that trade even through options. You know, I'll kind of glance over at it period. I'm going to try to do it during options because it should be pretty easy. It should be pretty easy. But when options ends, I'm going to close the trade no matter what if I'm still in it. But I'm going to try to do this while we're in options. So let me do this. Again, I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to manage it. So let me type in the group. We are going to start live options class here in about let's say 5 to 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang on a second. Just bear with me for a second. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here. I am going to take this off over here. That way, I'm going to try to manage this while we're in class. I'm going to try my best. Just give me a second here. Right there. Bring this over. Okay, cool. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to try to... Okay, look at that. That's going to help me. So, all right. So we are good. We're good. So I'm going to stay in that lottery ticket while we're in class. I'm going to be glancing. I'm going to try to manage this lottery ticket while we're here. So, and then the afternoon, I'm going to be looking to do another one. I'm just not sure exactly how I'm going to do it yet. This is probably going to... Am I going to be able to? Because it's going to be, I'm going to be doing options, teaching options, and I got to remember to look over at the other screen. Okay. All right. Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to go check on my daughter, make sure everything's good, and come back. I'm still in the lottery ticket, and I'm going to stay. So let's do this. Let's give me about 9:46, maybe to 9:50. I'll be back. I'm staying in the lottery ticket, and I might put on another one this afternoon. So we'll be back for options. Okay, I'll be back. Let me get some water. But whenever we get done with the options, though, I'm going to exit that other trade, even if I'm still in it. Like, I'll exit the lottery ticket. And then I really love what we're doing. I'll be back. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, John, if you got to run. Everybody else, we'll see you here in options in just a minute. All right. We're back. All right, cool. So I'm going to try to do that, guys. I'm going to try to keep that trade going. Let me see here. What does it say? You are sharing screen 3. All right, cool. What's going on? Got our sheet ready to rock. Man, I'm excited about what we talked about today. I'm thinking about the afternoon too, after probably about Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But we're in that lottery ticket, and we're going to let that lottery ticket run. All right. What's up? Market. Oh, let's do this. So look at this bad boy. You know what? Let's go ahead and start. I'm sick, guys. All right. What's going on, everybody? What's up? Thanks for being here. Options class. We're going to do option swing trading now. We did some day trading. It was awesome. I'm super pumped about some of the things that's coming on the day trading. I'm currently in a trade, so I'm going to try to manage my trade while I'm doing option class. We'll see how that works out. And I might start trading some in the afternoon, depending on what we talked about. But here we go. Y'all ready? We are going to start. All right, let's take a look at the market. Let's take a look at the market here. Market is, it's up right now, 8 points, flopping above this exponential moving average, right? That's good. We're back above it. And let's see what this bad boy brings today. Here we go. Today is Thursday, September the 12th. All right. So if you're going to trade, if this is what you want to do, and you want to be an option swing trader, number one, you can do this even if you have a full-time job. You can do this. You can't day trade probably unless you're able to do it in the morning. But with swing trading, different. All right? We teach you how to do this in less than an hour a day. All right, September 12th. Let's do our thing. Let's take a look at our market posture. So here, long-term posture, bullish. All right. Intermediate, bullish, strengthening. All right. Short-term posture. Now, this is what's interesting, guys. It's right now our short-term posture is bearish because with this low, it is, or that high is lower. It is lower. But look, we're back above these moving averages. But the posture is still bearish in the short term because this high is lower. We got to be very mechanical. Okay? We got to be mechanical in our process. So it is bullish, and it's still bearish. The way I see it. Now, let's talk about our game plan for today. So the near-term blue line is angled up. See how it's rising? It's angled up. Good morning, Andy. What's up, my brother? Okay, so the blue line is above 80. So we're closer to resistance. And again, I have a lot to say, just like I have a lot to say every day. Except the day that I had the fire in the house because I didn't have nothing to say after that. Our intermediate posture is bullish. We're closer to resistance. So I think I might change this wording. Just let's do this together, right? We're working together here. Near-term blue line is angled up. It's above 80. We're closer to resistance. Okay, yeah, I know. Glad you're here also. Brother. So see right here. So you see where I said today you have permission. So here's the deal. And I've been saying this a lot. So hear me out. First of all, what you're trying to do is, and this is very important, is you really want to pick one bullish and one bearish strategy to master, right? A setup. So one bearish setup and one bullish. Now, understand this. You can trade that setup every day. For example, I'm trading bull flags to the upside and bear flags to the downside. All right. You could trade bullish squeeze trades to the upside or bearish squeeze trades to the downside or breakouts. And you could trade that every day. So right here, I've been wrestling with this. The rule, as far as you have permission. You have permission to trade any day. It's just, is it a low or high probability? So let me think how I can reword this. Today, how about this? The higher probability trade is, okay, so we're changing it, right? Number one, we are bullish. I think we're strengthening. Yes, right? We're bullish strengthening. Just typing this in. All right, we're bullish strengthening because the green line is, again, right back up here. Right, the near-term blue line is angled up. It's above 80. We're closer to resistance and support. Our intermediate posture is bullish strengthening. Okay, it's bullish. I don't even need to go that. It's just bullish strengthening. That's where I'm going to leave it. We're changing some stuff around today. Today, the higher probability trade is bullish breakouts. So see your breakouts. If you take any bearish trades, they are lower probability. So maybe what I should do is right here, capitalize this. Higher probability. Right, so the lower probability. Now, managed trades you're in. Now, again, I'm going to change this. Again, you have permission to trade anything you want. Again, I want to get that clear. You can trade anything you want because you're trading the individual stock. You're just using the market to dictate which ones are higher and low probability. So, again, the higher, okay, so again, the higher probability, I think I misspelled that. The higher probability trade is bullish breakout setups, if that is your setup, according to your... Okay, so let's make sure we got this. I've been getting questions on this. So the near-term blue line, and again, if you have any questions, type them in the chat. The near-term blue line is angled up. It's above 80. We're closer to resistance and support. Our intermediate posture is bullish strengthening. Today, the higher probability trade is bullish breakouts. The lower probability trade is bearish trades or bounce trades. So let me make sure I get this. So if you take any bearish trades, also make sure to mention, again, the higher probability trades, those breakouts, and again, that's why they're lower probability. But again, I'm going to answer that in a minute. That is your, okay, but it is a valid setup according to bullish breakout, and the lower probability trades and the lower probability setups are bounce setups. Okay, let me read it. If you take any bearish trades today, other than non-correlated, recognize they're counter the market permission at lower probability. Also, make sure to manage the existing trade you're in. Again, the higher probability trade today, a higher probability trade high probability to trade today is bullish breakout setups, if that is your setup, according to the breakout. And the lower probability setups are bounce setups. There you go. Okay? That's the way it works. Higher probability is bullish breakouts. Everything else is lower probability. All right. And again, see, I'm trying to change this. So today, gonna go over here. Once I change it once, we'll be fine. Today, the higher probability setup is bullish breakout setups based on market posture. once we do this one. So today the higher probability setup is bullish breakout setups based on the market posture. If you take any bullish bounce setups, recognize they're a lower probability. If you take any bearish setups, they're lower probability. Okay, I'm not even going to say if I was going to take this. Okay, so just kind of get that out. I don't want to come. I just want to get really right to the point. All right, there you go. Period. Right there. Today, the higher probability setup is bullish breakout setups. And again, I'm going to talk a lot on this here in a second. Based on market posture. If you take any bullish bounce setups, recognize they're lower probability. Important, if you take any bearish setups, just understand they are lower probability also. Okay, so let's do this. Again, I'm going to expand on this based on what Andy just said. I'm fucking dying here, guys. I'm sick. I've been through so much the last week. Y'all can't even imagine. Well, you can because I've been talking about it. But all right, let's do this. So, oh my God. Jason said he just had an earthquake. Dude. I got some talking to do here in a second, guys. It's crazy. Let's just post this really quickly. Okay. I'm going to post this on our Q&A group. All right, we're changing some stuff around. So I don't want to say what setup you have permission. What setup is the higher probability? Did I spell that right? No, I didn't spell that right, did I? Yeah, I did. What setup is the higher probability trade today? What? Yeah, and I'm gonna leave strategy. Okay, so let's post this. And again, I'm changing it around because I want to do a lot of talking about this. This is gonna go in our. Okay, hang on a second. I got so much stuff going on right now. Okay, let's post this in our options room. Hang on. Okay. Now, let's also post this. What setup is the higher probability to trade today? Okay. That, to me, that's better than just saying the permission. So today, the setup with the higher probability is bullish breakout setups. What strategy? Spreads. Because of our posture, that's going to determine what strategy. Spreads. I'm also going to talk about my NVIDIA naked put trade. I got so much to talk about. Spreads. All right. Now, nuance. Man. Like I said, there's so much to freaking talk about. Copy. Let's go to our nuance. Right there. Higher probability setup is bullish breakouts. If you take any bounce trades, they're lower probability. That's what you just got to know, okay? Today, that's what you got to know. Now, let's go back to this market. So let's take a look at this market. Not doing anything right now. These are the days where you make all your money. We had some massive discussions in the futures room. I think I might start taking a lottery ticket trade in the afternoon. I just haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet. For those of you in the futures room, you know what we're thinking. John said yesterday the option he was looking at buying in the afternoon was 11 cents. And you ready for this? It went to $6. 11 cents to $6. That got me blown away. Which means today, and I'm in a trade right now, we're calling it our lottery ticket, right? We're trying something, not new, but we're adding something to the mix. It was awesome. But I'm thinking about buying a lottery ticket in the afternoon also. Now, just give me a second here, though. Okay. Because I'm still in that other lottery ticket trade. So just hang out. So what I'm going to do on that lottery ticket is I'm just going to jump out of the lottery ticket because of the information we talked about. All right. Let me just make sure I didn't do that because I'm normally I don't. There we go. Cool. All right. So now, based on what we talked about, but I am willing to pop in another lottery ticket later on. You know, it's brand new. We took a lottery ticket trade. We added to the trade. I would have added more because, again, yesterday blew me away. Yesterday, I was in disbelief because the option we traded was up over 200%. John's 11 cents to $6. Shit. Crazy. But you need those days like yesterday. I'll probably put on a lottery ticket later. So let's keep going. So let's talk about this. We have some really good questions. So, number one, things are going to happen all the time. You know, in 1 week, remember, I was arrested a year and a half ago, wrongfully accused, 3 federal indictments, wrongful indictments. I went to jail. I was on probation. I had to attend court. I had to cash out my kid's college account to pay for attorneys over being wrongfully accused. I dealt with that for a year and a half. Every day when y'all would come into this class, I was dealing with that. Last week, September the 4th, it got dismissed. They drug this out for a year and a half, and at the last minute, just dismissed it after putting me through that. But that's fine. You know, it's over. I knew I was wrongfully accused. I didn't do anything, but I dealt with that. Now, I got hit by a tornado last week. Quick. Dust devil. 70 miles an hour. Threw my trampoline and several other stuff across the yard. Sunday night, we had a house fire. I got home from out of town. My dryer caught on fire. We had a house fire. Fire department was here. It was the scariest thing I've dealt with. All in 1 week. And it was my birthday in the middle of that, right? What a great birthday week. But I'm still here, grinding it out. Jason just said he had an earthquake. Just another day in California, right? Crazy. And I'm sick. But here's the thing. If you're going to trade when you're in front of the computer, you got to move on, right? Everything that you're doing, you got to just block it out. Follow your plan. We have an amazing day trading plan. Amazing. And we just made it better today. We just made it better. We have an amazing swing trading. But one of the things I've been talking about is using this word permission. I want to make it very clear. You can trade your setup every single day. Every day. Because like my mentor always said, you trade the stock based on the stock. For example, if I look at Citigroup, I just randomly pulled up Citigroup. I can trade Citigroup regardless of what the market's doing. Now, I'm going to cough today. I am sick. My kid got everybody sick. Every single person in the house is sick, and my daughter's actually home today. But I can look at Citigroup. So somebody tell me in chat, forget the market for a minute. What is the bias on Citigroup? Let's get this rolling. This is going to be a great discussion. What is the bias on Citigroup? It's either up, down, or no bias. It's down. Okay. So the market is up. So you have to understand, there are 3 types of stocks. There are leading stocks. There's, we call it coincident. I don't even know how to spell it, but coincident stocks. I spelled it wrong. And there's lagging stocks. So if the market is bullish and Citigroup is bearish, Citigroup is lagging the market. So does it mean you can't trade Citigroup. No, you can trade Citigroup. But what you're doing is you've established a bias, and now you're going to look for your setup. So if I was looking at Citigroup right now, I would say the setup that I'm looking for is a bear flag. So the deal is a setup is valid no matter what. You have to decide if you got this setup, a bear flag, for example. What's going to make the difference is if it's a higher probability trade or a lower probability trade. I had the checklist that I brought out for y'all the other day, right? So number one, is it a valid flag? Yes, a valid bear flag setup. Okay, cool. 2, is it a high or low probability? It's a low probability trade today. So if I trade it, I just have to go with that information, right? And then is it a clean setup or not? So you can trade every day if you want to, because we trade the stocks. It's just a matter of, does your trading plan allow for you to trade low probability? Now, it's very important. So Andy said, I'll be honest, my low probability trades have been getting killed. I will personally only trade high probability going forward. Again, that's a choice that you have to make, right? Everybody here has to decide, are they willing to take a low probability trade or not? Or they're only trading high probability. Me, I'm only trading high probability, period. But I also recognize there's many days where I don't trade because of that. Now, if I was going to trade a low probability trade, one of the things that I would definitely do is risk less. Risk less. Only do conservative entries instead of aggressive. So, for example, if your normal risk is 2 contracts, risk 1. Because at the end of the day, the low probability, high probability is based on the market. I know when I was getting killed in my first 5-6 years, when I was getting killed in my first 5 or 6 years, it was because I was taking a lot of low probability. Now, they weren't called low probability because my mentor didn't call them low probability. But based on what I know now, they were low probability, right? If I would have just stuck to high probability, I'd have killed it. Okay? T-Money said he's learned the hard way. Yeah, we all have learned the hard way. And the reason why, but again, it's hard. And the reason why it is hard is because of the boredom, right? The boredom. You're like, damn, I'm not fucking taking any trades. Shit. Fucking bored out of my mind. I get it. That is, again, you got to decide that. So let's go through the process. And I want you to understand, you can trade anything today. You just got to recognize if it's low or high probability. Okay? Again, I'm going to expand on it. Don't worry. So now I'm in no trades, short-term trades. I am going to talk about NVIDIA. So you guys know I sold. Did anybody in here sell a naked put on NVIDIA with me? So I'm going to, instead of managing any short-term trades, because I'm in no short-term trades right now. I'm already out of all my short-term trades. I'm only in longer term, so I'm not as worried, right? But NVIDIA. So one of the things that I like to do is, and I'm going to start doing it more, is selling naked puts on stock that I'm willing to own that gives me good income. NVIDIA is that. So we're trying to do it for weekly income, right? I don't know if anybody did this with me, but I am going to love talking about naked puts. It is a strategy that a lot of financial advisors do. Okay, I was a financial advisor for a very long time. All my securities in license 6, 63, 7, 65, 24. This is a strategy. This is almost the only strategy they know how to do. When they say they trade options, this is what they mean, because they don't know how to trade options. They just know how to sell naked puts and do covered calls. But this is how a lot of the big money managers manage portfolios. I'm telling you right now. You can do this for weekly income, monthly income, stock ownership. So I sold a naked put here. Y'all know. Fucking hang on. Fucking dying, man. I'm going to bring it back over in a second. I'm going to pull it up on a chart. Okay. So I sold that naked put. We did it in class as an income and a stock ownership. Y'all remember that, right? This is a great strategy, great income. So I sold that naked put. Now, remember I messed up because I accidentally bought and I sold right away. Forget that one. That doesn't count. It was right here. It was the 111 put, and I sold it for $1. That's all it was. So, and it was like less than 7 days. So we're trying to just generate a weekly income, right? $100 to $200 a week income. So we sold the naked put for $1. Okay, cool. Now, if you noticed, the next day it cratered. Plus, we sold it later in the week, so we didn't get as much credit. It cratered. I was going to be going out of town. So what I did was I rolled it, right? Rolling it is a way that you can just kick the can down the road. That's basically what I did. So here, I ended up buying back the 111 put for $4. So I sold it for $1. I bought it back for $4. And then I sold another one with a little bit more time, another week out. Because the trade wasn't working, I wanted to give myself more time. So I sold the next week out, and I was able to even sell it lower, which means if I get put the stock, I would have got the stock at 109, even better. And I got a credit of $4.16. So if I paid $4.04 and got a credit of $4.16, I was able to roll this and actually get a credit. Okay, get a credit. You can see right here, 12 cents. All right, wow, the VIX tanked, so the market's probably going up. Okay, it was great. 12 cents. Buying myself time. Then you can see yesterday, I bought that back for 50 cents. So how much did I make on that trade? Remember, this trade was going wrong. I mean, it cratered down. I was getting killed. I mean, I could have owned NVIDIA, but I'm not doing this to own the stock. I'm doing this for income. But if I happen to get put the stock, I'm okay with that. So I was losing. So on the first one, so if I sold it for $4.04, and you may not understand what I'm talking about, but I was down $3.04. But then I got this credit at $4.16, and I bought it back for 50 cents. So how much did I make on the roll? So the first trade, again, I didn't lose anything until you close it out, but I was down $3.04, so $300. But when I rolled it, I was able to make $3.66 plus. So what did I do? I made 62 cents. 62 bucks. So I was able to manage this naked put and take a loss and turn it into a $62 gain, right? And that was like a week and a half. So one thing about naked puts, if you know what you're doing, I mean, look, and then it shot up. If you know what you're doing, this is a fantastic strategy. And I'm going to be doing this strategy quite often because I love it. I did this as a money manager, and I'm going to do it for my own portfolio because I know how to manage the trade and work my way out of losses. Does that make sense? So I work my way out of a $300 loss into a $62 gain because I know how to kick the can down the road. The risk is the ownership of the stock. Okay? For example, I started off with the 111. I started off with the 111. This is your risk. Okay? I sold the 111 put. I sold it at 830. So my risk is owning the stock at at 111. So if you go here on 830, let's take a look. Where was NVIDIA on 830? NVIDIA was about $119 a share. I sold the 111s. So my risk is owning NVIDIA at $111. Okay? That's what it is. Now, because for every one contract you sell, you're obligated for 100 shares. So if I get put the stock at 111, I have to have $11,100 because I have to buy the shares at 111. So a couple things. Would you rather own NVIDIA at $119 or would you rather own NVIDIA at $111? My guess is if you wanted to buy NVIDIA, the stock, you would rather own it at 111. Who the hell would want to get it at 119? So a naked put is two things. Stock ownership at a discount. So if you like a stock that you don't mind owning, why are you going to go buy the stock? Just go sell the put. Collect some income. Because the second reason you do naked puts is to collect income. With the spread, you have a defined risk. So you can only lose the width, right? The width of the strikes minus the credit. But they're two different. You're doing spreads to try to get income, right? Predict the stock. Naked put is stock ownership, collecting income. There's different ways. I'm going to be talking about this a lot. I'm going to get into the options, but my point is this is the strategy that all of the money managers do. This is how they manage multi-million and billion-dollar portfolios. Just so you know. And I know because I was one. And that's what I'm going to do. So do I want to sell a naked put up here? No. I want to sell a naked put when it's blue lines down in the bottom zone. Right? Let the blue line come down here and start selling your naked puts. I don't want to sell a naked put when it's up here. So you can have a couple different stocks and you just wait until it's, oversold. And then you sell your naked put if you can get a good income. Absolutely. Yes, they can. So if it goes down far enough, so let's say you have the 111 and NVIDIA's down here at 105. Yeah, you can get put the stock early. That's fine because you go into it willing to own the stock. That's my point. You have to be willing to own the stock. Don't sell a naked put on a stock you're not willing to own. All right? But yes, this is why I also rolled it. Because that day it was down big time. The stock went down to 105. I had the 111. I didn't want to get put the stock, so I went ahead and rolled it early. Normally, I don't roll it until Friday. I rolled it on like a Wednesday because I didn't want to get put the stock. But if they would have put me the stock, hey, that's fine. I would have taken the stock, right? No problem. I would just start doing covered calls. Not a big deal. Right? And keep doing it. I know somebody that has over 100,000 shares of NVIDIA. Over 100,000. And 90% of the shares that they got is because they sold naked puts. They receive about $70,000 a month in income off of naked puts just on NVIDIA. Good enough for me. All right, let's go to the at the gates. Now, I can't go through all this stuff. My voice is killing me, but I'm going to go through what we need to. Okay? Just make sure that you understand what I'm talking about. I really want to drive home in this class the high probability, low probability, and if you're going to sell naked puts, you want to sell naked puts on stocks that you're willing to own. They give you a good income. And then you just learn how to do it, right? And that's it. It's very simple. I like NVIDIA. When that blue line comes back down here, I'm going to fucking roll it. I mean, I'm going to buy it. Coinbase. You know, if you like, oh, let's go to MU, right? I think it was Micron. Look at MU. Now, MU is Micron technology. All right. When that blue line's down in the zone, if it has a good weekly income, you know, about $100, right? About $100. Okay. And look in this case, 15 days out, you know, you can. So this was actually not bad, right? You can get about $150. This is in 15 days. All right. You can just sell weekly and get about $100 a week. So you can say, all right, I like MU. I like NVIDIA. I'm willing to own MU. And then when you're down in this zone, sell yourself a naked put as a stock ownership if you're willing to own Micron technology. And I would sell the 77s. So I'd be willing to give me some shares at 77. All right. So here's my at the gates. I'm going to manage my at the gates. I'm not going to. Okay, I'm going to look at 𝗙𝘂𝘁𝗂𝗿𝗀. You want me to look at 𝗙𝘂𝘁𝗂𝗍 as far as the income? The option chain? All right, so $51 a share, you get about $30. Actually, if you did it on a week, you're not going to get much. Only $20 a week, right? But again, that's a week. You know, make yourself $100 a month, right? You can make about $100 a month, you know, selling naked puts. Again, that's for the week. If you go out for a month, 30 days, yeah, you still only get $40. So if I was going to sell this, I would just sell every week and get about $20 a week. And it's not that expensive of a stock. Right, look at Apple. Apple can give you about $100 a week, right? All right, that's another one. But you got to be willing to own Apple. $100 a week, right? There you go, right? So if I was going to do naked, I would say, all right, where are we at? Well, the time to have sold your naked put was any time in this zone. Now it's already making its move, right? You want to catch it when it's oversold, right? Like right in this area, oversold. So there you go. But I would just say have a couple because it's going to cost you a lot of money. You're obligated. So I like NVIDIA, and I don't mind Apple. Apple's a good stock to own, right? Because I don't think they're going to disappear. So I like Apple. But look, you can't do it now. We should have picked some up back in this zone. So you got to wait. There you go. I'll keep selling when it's a good time to do so. All right. So this was my bear flag. I'm going to, and again, I'm not going to do too much talk. I can't go through all the watch list. My throat hurts really bad. I took a lot of smoke in, plus I'm sick. So I'm going to post what I can, right? Market's probably just doing nothing right now anyway, just flopping around. Again, the days that make all your money are those big, gigantic days like yesterday or the afternoon, because I think I'm going to do something afternoon. All right, I'm going to take this off my watch list. If you guys got any setups to look at, pop them in. Pop them in. You can trade your setup every day. Just recognize if it's low or high. I'm telling you right now, you will get your share of wins and losses. You will have more losses with low probability, but you'll also have wins. Just change the way you do it. LUV. This is still a valid flag. This is still a valid flag. This is a beautiful bear flag. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful bear flag. Okay, this, you know what? PG, all right, I'm going to take this one out right now. MDLZ, love this one. My favorite one. This is a beautiful bull flag. Intermediate confirmation. Low probability today. That's all. Doesn't mean it won't work. It's just low probability. Abbott. I like it. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. PG, I'll put it back, or Palantir, I'll put it back on the list if it gives me some beautiful. This is one of my favorites, AT&T. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just wait until it sets up nicer. So there's still my list, of which MDLZ would be my favorite as far as one that might give you an entry signal soon. Period. PG. All right, that's on my list too. So if you see here, we got MDLZ, PG, and PM. PG, absolutely phenomenal. This is an absolutely, write that down. This is a bias up bull flag setup. It's a valid setup. Just understand, it's low probability today. That's all. Doesn't mean you can't trade it. Shit, go small. You will win because at least the stock is bucking the market. The market is bearish in the short term. PG's bullish. So it's a leader. Philip Morris. Now, look at this one. Somebody tell me, is that a bull flag? Again, very mechanical. Is it a flag? No, it's not. Right? We got a low, a high, and this low is going to be lower. All right. That's not a bull flag because of that low. But it's very mechanical, right? You know what you're doing. I'm telling you right now. If you just do what I'm saying to do, you will win very consistently. You will have losing trades, but if you follow the rules, those losses will be small. You cannot avoid losing trades. You cannot avoid it. Just lose small. Lose small. Understand. What is the high probability trade today? What is the low probability? Should I buy calls or puts, or should I do spreads? That's all the information you need. So I'm going to go through this one watch list. And that's it, because my voice is hurting me really bad talking. Really, really bad. It's actually hurting me really bad. But I'm going to do it. And then I'll go through the rest later. Look, we got some bear flags. So I'll go through these and the bear flags. All right. Coinbase. Bam. Coinbase. Well, you know what? Yeah, it's flat. I don't really like it when it starts doing this bullshit. Emerging markets. Emerging markets is, watch this, just to clean everything out. Emerging markets is bias up, no setup. All right. Again, I know what I'm looking for. Bias up, bull flags. Bias down, bear flags. You might be looking for bull bias up, squeeze, bias down, squeeze. Whatever setup you trade, you're going to put them in your at the gates. No bias, no bias. Bias down, no setup. Actually, bear flag, right? It's a bear flag. I think it's already on our list, yeah. Bear flag, all right. GDX. Look at that blue sticker. Now, GDX is giving you a bearish intermediate confirmation. But again, who cares? It's bias up. If I was in this trade, I'd be getting out, but I'm not. Next setup, breakout. GDX, bullish breakout setup. Write that down. All right. Gold. Breaking out today. Well, by God. Gold is breaking out right now. It's just the way it goes, right? Bias up. We know this. Now you look for your setup. It's also a red squeeze, right? Yeah, it's a daily squeeze, right? And squeeze. All right. We already looked at real estate. Real estate has got no setup. Silver, green to black. So silver is a bias up, green to black. And also it's approaching a breakout setup, right? There you go. And a breakout. Silver's pumping. USO buys down. Bear flag. USO buys down. Bear flag. All right. UUP. No setup. XHB. Green to black. First dot. XHB. Bias up. Green to black. Energy. Starting to hook up. XLE is a bear flag. XOP. Remember what I told you a minute ago? We're going to go look. Bear flag. So I got a lot, right? So far, if I put those in my at the gates, we're going to put USO. We're going to put XHB. We're going to put XLE. XOP. Right now, that's what we got. XOP, XLE, USO, actually also PG. Yeah, we already got PG in there. PG. All right, cool. So far. Now, we're going to go also look at our energy stocks because we have permission to trade to the downside. So let's go look for some energy stocks. Energy up today. What? Energy, that's good. This is how the bear flag starts, right? All right. COP hasn't really got rolling yet, but pretty soon we'll have that bear flag. CVX is a bear flag, right? Write that down. CVX. And again, these are an energy sector. EOG is still loading. So I'll look at here. Bearish. Let it cook a little bit more. MPC. Let it cook a little bit more. Oxy. Give me a 2 days. Same thing. They're all going to look the same, right? Give me one more day going up. Be a nice flag. I like this one because we're already above that high. And the blue line's back above the 50. Maybe that's how we should do it. We won't officially put it on our list. This is going to be the mechanical way we're going to do it. Mechanical. I like mechanical. We're not going to put it on our bear flag list until that blue line is back above the 50. When it's above the 50, that's whenever we can fully classify it as our bear flag setup. So let's go back through the list. COP, not yet. CVX, yeah, it's above it. So yes on CVX. EOG, not yet. MPC, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Yes. Now this one went up and rolled over. So we got to wait. And then energy. There you go. All right. That's how I'm going to do it. A very mechanical way. So let's go ahead and add SLB and CVX. There you go. So far, this is what we got, right? MDLZ, PG, and XHB in the black. Wait, why is XHB on there? So this one's not there. I don't know why the hell that's on there. I accidentally messed up. Take XHB off. I don't know what the fuck else on there. There you go. Now, let's go through, again, I'm going to look, because, again, I always want bull flags and bear flags, period. And then I just determine if I want to trade them or not. AA, is that a bear flag? You tell me in chat. Is that a bear flag setup? Valid bear flag setup? Absolutely. AA, bias down, bear flag. All right. CRM, absolutely. CRM, bias down, bear flag. Now that's in my bias up watch list. So there's no setup. That's weird. MGM, you better believe it. Bear flag setup. Bam, I love it. Pure storage. Yep, you better believe it. PSTG, bear flag. Snowflake. Yeah, I mean, look, here's what I want to do. I got to measure something. Remember how we do it. So here is, here's the high. Let's take our Fibonacci. High to low. Okay, we're still under this, so it's still clean. White men from town, right? White man from town. I like it. Snow. Bear flag. So, because I got to save my voice, we got AA. We got CRM. MGM. PSTG. And snow. All right. Sure we got everything there. Schlumberger. Boom, 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 boom. All right. We're good. So here's my question. Do you got enough to look at? Right? Do you got enough? All you got to do is sort right there. And now because of these columns, we've got these that are bullish and those that are bearish. Intermediate. Intermediate, 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 intermediate. There you go. So again, last thing, it's my voice, right? We know today what is the high probability setup. We know that. We know what is a low probability setup. Everything on this list except I think that's all of them. Okay, everyone except, okay, so these right here, if I get an entry on those today, I'm willing to trade those today. The other ones, they're low probability. I know that. I don't take low probability. I can't overtrade. So you said so many. Yeah, you realign your non-correlated and your top 100. Yeah, again, me too, right? That's enough. That right there is plenty. We only have so much money, right? So, you know, again, if you sort by intermediate confirmation, that's an intermediate. That. There you go. All the rest, you're just waiting. So if you get an entry, it's your call. You got the trading plan. You know what to do. That's the list that I'm going to keep up. And I'm going to have this list up. Something else just got added, right? No? No, that's it. So there you go. Right? CRM? Yeah, that's it. So that's the list. Plenty. That is how. So I want to drive, going back to all the stuff that we talked about. Pick your setup that you're willing to trade. Live and die by your setup, bullish and bearish. Recognize every day. First of all, find the best of the best every day based on what we do. And then, is it low or high probability? If it's low probability, trade accordingly if you're allowed to. If it's high probability, trade accordingly. If you do this consistently every day, you're going to win. It's not even going to be funny. You will win. Will you have losing trades? Abso-freaking-lutely. But so what? One of the things I would encourage you to do is if you take a low probability, risk less. For example, if you do 2 contracts on an aggressive or high probability, just do 1 on the low probability. Put them in your trading journal. And then over a lot of trades, look to see which ones, won and lost. And, that's it. That's it. Anybody have any questions? My throat is gone. Great class. Great discussion. Great discussion on naked puts, which is a money managing strategy. That's how you can get really rich. I'm back. We had the house fire. Thank God we're alive. And I say that because I'm being dead serious. If you do not have smoke detectors in your house, you better get one today. It's going to save your life. It saved my entire family's life. And that is not a joke. Second, have a fire extinguisher or 2 in your house. That also saved our life. I'm not joking. If you have a house and you do not have those 2 things, you are running the risk of death. And I am not fucking kidding. And a carbon monoxide detector. Yes, absolutely. When they come out here, because we're redoing our whole system based on this information. And I need to write that down, Jason, because I need to let them know that, we need that as well. All right. I'll post a couple of these in there. You'll have a great day. If you need me, let me know. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. And let's just keep moving forward. For those of you in the futures room, we added something today. Pretty powerful stuff. I think we're going to be a huge benefiter. Yeah. I agree. Let's just go take a look at the market. Based on what I'm looking at, I haven't looked at it, but I would say it's pretty flat. Yep, look at that. So today's right now is a hard time. It's not doing nothing. It's okay. That could pick up, right? All right, let me do this. Did that shut it down? My broadcast disappeared. What the fuck? Huh. I don't even know if it's there. Oh, there it is. That was fucking weird. All right, peace out.